You don't support Hamas. You don't.
I was very clear in my support for UNRWA.
Hezbollah, and you don't support Iran. You should hide your head in a bag.
When people and political parties show you who they are, believe them each and every time. That's Republican Senator John Kennedy of Louisiana yelling at the only Arab American witness testifying before a committee on anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. You know, hate crimes. And he's shouting at her to hide her head in a bag. That disgusting scene has become the DNA of the GOP, what I now call Republican rage rhetoric. Some Republicans who, through their actions, if not their words, show that they don't respect women and they certainly deplore immigrants.
We will get them out of our country. I will ban refugee resettlement from terror-infested areas like the Gaza Strip. And we will seal our border and bring back the travel ban. Remember the famous travel ban? We didn't take people from certain areas of the world because I didn't want to have people ripping down and burning our shopping centers and killing people. But we're not taking them from infested countries.
From infested countries? That's the cult leader and Republican nominee for president of the United States, Donald Trump. That old saying is true. The fish rots from the head down. And the incredible thing is this racist and xenophobic rhetoric is used as a tool and a scare tactic to convince people to vote. Just listen.
A lot of people coming from jails out of the Congo in Africa. Where do you come from? The Congo. Where in the Congo? We come from jail. What did you do? We will not tell you. They're coming from the Congo. They're coming from Africa. They're coming from the Middle East. They're coming from all over the world. Asia. A lot of it coming from Asia. And what's happening to our country is we're just destroying the fabric of life in our country.
Give me a shot, he says. It's like that line out of the Temptation song, Ball of Confusion. Vote for me and I'll set you free. Free to do what? To be racist? To be anti-immigrant? We owe so much to immigrants who helped build the foundation of this country. But the outrageous messaging is dangerous red meat for the Republican base. And some Republicans don't care if it's even true. I mean, here's J.D. Vance on CNN discussing the baseless story about the immigrant community in Springfield, Ohio, eating their neighbors' pets.
The American media totally ignored this stuff until Donald Trump and I started talking about cat memes. If I have to, create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people, then that's what I'm going to do, Dana, because you guys are completely letting Kamala Harris coast.
You just said that this is a story that you created. So the eating dogs and cats thing is not accurate.
Dana, it comes from firsthand accounts from my constituents. I say that we're creating a story, meaning we're creating the American media focusing on it.
So they made it up. They created the stories. Springfield, Ohio officials saying the city has faced dozens of bomb threats. Schools and city buildings have been shuttered, and the Haitian community living in terror. But J.D. Vance, one of Ohio's 2 U.S. senators, justifies perpetuating the baseless stories because, quote, the media wasn't focusing on their campaign enough. These are not the men you want running the nation. These are not the men you want representing us on an international stage.
If I don't win this election, and the Jewish people would really have a lot to do with that if that happens, because at 40%, that means 60% of the people are voting for the enemy. Israel, in my opinion, will cease to exist within 2 years.
The people voting for the enemy? Kamala Harris has been a prosecutor, an attorney general, a U.S. senator, and now the vice president of the United States. And in this climate of political violence, Donald Trump has reduced her to, quote, the enemy. I can't tell you how to vote, but I can show you who you're voting for. Some in the Republican Party do not embrace the words inscribed on the Statue of Liberty. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Instead, Trump says that immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country. Trump says that some immigrants aren't humans, that they're animals. Trump says that immigrants are wrecking our country. They're saying the quiet part out loud, but are you listening? They'll take your vote, but once they have it, they're going to cast you aside, if not cast you out of the country. Vote like your future depends on it.